afternoon schedule here on the final day of the European match play at the Inselparkhalle in Hamburg, and it features two Premier League players and, of course, the world champion and the reigning Premier League champion Gary Anderson against this man James Wade for the right to meet either Vincent van der Voort or Benito van der Pas in the quarterfinals later tonight. This could be an absolute cracker, although it was a fairly one-sided affair in Gibraltar last weekend. Gary Anderson coming out on top in that one, but James Wade on his day capable of beating pretty much anyone. Rod Harrington.
Yes, he certainly is. He's a solid player. We've got that solid game of James Wade against the flair of Gary Anderson and the extra scoring power. I think James Wade's got to make sure he holds on to his throw in this game, and got to hope that Gary Anderson takes a little while to get going and James can get 2 or 3 legs up. Yeah,
and that's what happened last night with Mike Langendorf. Anderson trailed 3-2, and he did take time to get into some sort of rhythm. He won the next 4 eventually to come through fairly comfortably in the end. But James Wade will have to seize on any sort of sluggish start by Gary Anderson today, you feel?
Yes, I mean, James Wade has got the game to beat anybody, as he's proved over a good number of years as well. As I said,
thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First leg, James to throw first. Game on!
Doesn't hit many 180s, but his 140 count is up there with everybody.
And he's throwing first here as well. He's won pretty much everything in the game, apart from the big one.
59.
Premier League winner in 2009, the World Grand Prix on 2 occasions, the Masters winner 2 years ago, the World Matchplay winner in 2007, and a 2-time UK
60.
Open winner as well. He's had success on the European Tour too. But Gary Anderson's CV stands up to scrutiny as well, you feel?
Yeah, James is unlucky. The best chance he had was when he was 5 sets to 1 up against A.E. Lewis, and then we had Draftgate.
Yeah. Or Breezegate, or whatever it's called. Yeah.
And that happens now and again. And it's something that's out of our control.
There is a big sign on one of the main exit gates downstairs saying keep this door closed during play, and obviously that's with that sort of thing in mind as well. So it's all been addressed here in Hamburg.
Yeah, it's the lightest of breezes that will blow a dart. The dart is very light, of course, because it's got a flight on the end, and it's all about how it goes through the air on what we call the rainbow of the dart leaving the hand to go in the board. And if that's disrupted by a fraction, then obviously it isn't going to go where the dart player's aimed. And we do have it from time to time, and it's nothing we can do about it. It just happens, and that's it.
123.
Then again, later this month, the players will be in Dubai for the World Series. They're playing at the tennis centre there, and it's an outdoor event, isn't it? So
it is.
There'll be certain to be a breeze there, but it's all part and parcel of the tournaments over there.
137.
So Anderson won't be finishing off just
97. Yet. James require 45.
Well, he set it up and leaves the double top. James Wade double top himself. Right down to the double 10. This is where he's got to.
Game shot in the first
and he
leg.
does. I was just about
James
to say
Wade,
he cannot afford
to
let Gary Anderson off in the first leg of the match.
Yeah, he's very reliable on double 10. Is
177.
Well, these two know each other inside out. They've met 5 times this year alone, starting with that World Championship quarter-final on New Year's Day that Anderson won 5-1. He blitzed James Wade that day.
60.
They met in Gibraltar last Sunday in this stage of the competition in the last 16. Anderson winning 6-2. They've had a couple of meetings in the Premier League, both of which were draws as well. Wade hasn't beaten Anderson this year.
42.
And James had a bit of an examination against Johnny Clayton yesterday. Clayton missed 3 darts for a 4-2 lead at one stage, and from that moment on, James Wade never really looked
95.
back. Clayton was on a 9-darter at one stage. He had 7 perfect darts in the 4th leg of that one. Made a real good show of it for a while, but Wade came through.
45.
Well, Clayton, when he missed those 3 darts to the double, it was from then onwards that he lost his scoring, didn't he? I mean,
it was a real, looking back, yeah, it was a real turning point.
It was. And I think Gary Anderson had the same.
85.
His opponent
Langendorf, yeah.
Langendorf had 2 darts and a double to go 4-2 up. All of a sudden you're 3-2. It's a massive turnaround in the game.
60. Gary, you require 84.
So double 12 to level things up.
Game shot on the
That's a
second
mid-sided
leg.
checkout.
Gary Anderson, third leg
84
James
finish.
first.
For the world champion.
All the talk about Thursday is about Michael van Gerwen. But I think Gary Anderson's got a great chance. I mean, he's going to get over Phil Taylor first and then either Adi or Michael. It's not going to be easy for whoever wins it. But you know what? He's got the pedigree of winning it as well.
Of course he has. As he's illustrated there, plenty of pedigree on stage as well right now. A ton 80 to start things off in the third leg against the Wade throw as well. But Wade looking to bounce right back here. Ton 40 for the machine. Yeah, I think Gary Anderson's coming into the O2 playoff finals.
59.
You know, very much an underdog almost, and it's a surprising state of affairs given his record. He's the reigning Premier League champion, let's not forget, and the world champion. He's got a bit of a hold on Van Gerwen in the big events of late.
100.
Well, I know, I said earlier on that all the Sky pundits will all go for Michael van Gerwen, and for obvious reasons, but I'm going to go with this man, Gary Anderson.
The thing about Van Gerwen as well, it was one of the glaring omissions from his CV last year, and I think he's maybe a bit too desperate to win it. You could argue.
It could easily tighten you up a little bit that you're so determined.
45. Gary, you require 167.
Well, some people have said that's one of the reasons why he lost to Barney in the World Championship. Barney played well, of course.
94. James, you require 116.
So, well, I was going to say 419s, but he's gone to the 20s instead.
100. Gary, you
chance for
require
Anderson
73.
to break the throw. Look at the treble 19. Down to 14. Oh, that leaves double 13, I believe, Gary.
Just a quick check with Russ Bray. It is double 13.
60.
And he's come inside by a sizable
James, you require
margin.
16.
Yeah, that annoyed him. He annoyed himself by doing that. That is just...
Game shot in the third leg.
Cleans it up.
James
A
Wade,
big
full-fledged
chance
Gary.
missed there from Gary Anderson. He's just, right, big 14, all of a sudden it's just come out of the handle a little bit wrong, and
66.
it threw him completely. Can Wadey pounce on a little bit of good fortune from Gary Anderson?
140. $76.
So a 66 and a 76. Chance here for Wade. Could do with a treble of sorts.
97.
That's good cover shooting from Wade. He comes downstairs and he takes out the treble 19, so he has a little cushion here on the Anderson throw.
100.
Gary won't be happy with that. First night in the treble and not following it up. And he's lost the throw, so if Wadey can just keep straight, which this looks very straight. Extremely straight.
80.
Real opportunity here for James Wade.
James require 84.
Against the world champion Gary Anderson. It's just below the wire, so still 64 points needed here.
Double 11.
Game
Double 11 it is.
flag.
A lovely 12 dart leg against the throw.
James to throw first. Game on.
That's where the great players do. The previous leg on his own throw, he had a bit of good fortune that Gary Anderson messed up. Takes that and then bang, hits Gary Anderson with a 12 dart to break his throw.
81.
Showing good versatility on the doubles as well so far today, James Wade.
140.
I have to say, for these players, averages, well, probably got to say they're poor by the standard of these two players. Percentage on doubles is not poor though.
100.
Very tidy from both players. I know Anderson's only got one leg on the board.
58. 40.
James Wade really taking the game by the scruff of the neck here.
59. James require 140.
And he's got a nice cushion to work with here as well. Might take this at the first time of asking. Well, he'll set it up.
100.
He weren't too worried about taking that out. The ton was the main aim when going to the hockey, and he's done exactly that. And this is going to be a nice little 13-dart leg with the throw. Very tiny darts from James Wade.
James Wade, 6-leg Gary to throw first. $125.
Well, Anderson with work to do here.
$140.
Well, certainly Wade, who's winning the power scoring game here. Gary's a little bit off sorts.
135.
He is.
$100. $140.
It's a bit more like it from Anderson.
Yes, he can't afford to go another breakdown to James Wade. That put James Wade one a leg from a win, and you'd feel that it doesn't matter what Gary Anderson would do then. Wade will win one of those legs.
Gary require 101.
He needs to take this out as well. He doesn't want Wade to come back. It leaves double top.
Game
Double top
shot
it
of
is.
6th leg.
A good 12-dart leg. This
Anderson,
is
7th leg James
now
first.
both players have got into their stride. It's starting to be a high-class game, which is what we expected.
What we expected, yeah. It's bubbling up nicely here, and I wouldn't rule Anderson out of this just yet. Wade is in the ascendancy. He has the 2-leg cushion. He still has the break of throat.
85.
He's actually got 2 breaks on his side, hasn't he? Because Gary's
100.
got to break him to level it up, then break him to win.
With Wade throwing first, yep. So work to do here for Anderson.
93.
But Wade here certainly in the mood.
140.
So he's down to a finish of 161. And
Well,
he may not be under any pressure here to take it out either. So
96. James require
I said at the beginning of the game, James
161.
has got to hold on to his throw strongly, and certainly he has done that. You know, exhibition darts here from Wade on his throw.
yeah, stays with the 20s.
Absolutely perfect.
121.
He's literally taken Gary Anderson out of the equation on his throw.
98. James, you require 40.
Double 10. One of his preferred doubles.
Game
and
shot on the
that's the reason
7th
why.
leg. James Wade, 8th
another-
leg Gary to throw first.
Comfortable hold for James Wade.
99.
And there's no let up here from Wade either, even on the Anderson throw. And Wade,
40.
well, he's effectively stolen the darts already here. Another way below par visit from Gary Anderson. Wade.
100.
Well, this is a solid performance you'll ever see from James Wade. I mean, he hasn't missed many big numbers where Gary Anderson has.
74.
And, he's just not been on his game. And what James has done is punished him for it. We go back to that leg where Gary hit the double 14. If he hits the 14, he gets 2 darts, a dart at the tops. And he missed it. James Wade clears up. And since then, James Wade, I mean, on his
82.
James Wade's throw, he's gone 12, 13, 13.
21.
And this is to wrap the game up. He doesn't have to go for the treble 17, and he's got a good lie on that treble for him, which he does. But again,
81.
after 12 darts, he wants double top.
Yeah. And this is on the Anderson throw as well. It's Another stylish leg from James Wade, and he's closing in on a 6-2 win. He lost 6-2 to Anderson last weekend in Gibraltar, but it's a 6-2 winner this time around.
James Wade!
And James Wade clearly means business here in Hamburg this weekend. He's beaten the world champion fairly emphatically there, very comfortable indeed, and a healthy average of just over 100 to boot as well. Gary Anderson can pick up the pieces now and head to the O2 for playoff finals night on Thursday. But for James Wade, the next item on his agenda is a quarter-final this evening against either Vincent van der Voort or Benito van der Pas, and those two Dutchmen are on stage next.
Wir bedanken uns bei beiden Spielern. Gary Anderson, auch ein Weltmeister, ist nicht unfehlbar und mit Sieggarantie ausgestattet, vor allem nicht, wenn er gegen einen bärenstarken James Wade antreten muss. Jetzt folgt gleich ein holländisches Duell, nämlich Vincent van der Voort gegen Benito van der Pas.